Good morning, class 10. Let's start a new chapter, that is chapter number 10, endocrine system. This is the last chapter which we need to complete. After this, the syllabus completes. Then I'll look for conducting some online classes also. Okay, so that I can clear your doubts. So today we'll be learning about excretory, this one what you call endocrine system. So in endocrine system, about the endocrine system, exocrine system, I think exocrine system you have already learned in class 9 in digestion chapter. Here in class 10 we will be learning about endocrine system. In nervous system, I told you that there are two different types of organ system which is responsible for regulating our body, controlling our body, that is nervous system and endocrine system. Now how, and again at the same time you have to understand that this endocrine system or the endocrine gland, mainly which includes the endocrine gland, is responsible for releasing the chemical substance called hormone. Through this hormone, they are able to regulate the metabolic activities that usually occurs in our body. Okay, how this hormonal control and nervous control are different from each other, that we are going to discuss in the very beginning. Okay, as you can see on the board also, in a very short some selective word I have selected, okay, to explain you. Hormone control are usually very slow and nervous control is very rapid and fast. Now, in order to understand this, you can think about the growth hormone which regulates the growth of the individual. Okay, so growth of the individual takes place very slowly. We don't realize that whether we are like our height, how our height is increasing. So it takes place so slowly. But whereas the nervous control, like when you touch the hot objects, immediately you withdraw the hands. It is so rapid. So that way we can understand that hormonal control is very slow and nervous control is very rapid. Then after that comes this hormonal control, the hormones which are released here, okay, which is in the form of chemical, is mainly transported with the help of blood. Whereas in nervous control, the nerve impulse, which is the electrochemical substances, are usually carried by the nerve fibers. Then the third point is that the hormonal control maybe it shows its effect for short term or for long term. Okay, short term like adrenaline hormone, about which we will be learning. Okay, immediately makes our heartbeat faster. Okay, whereas long term, just now I gave you one example, that is growth hormone. Okay, its effect is long term. Then again next, nervous control is very short lived. Like touching the hot object and withdrawing the hands. That example you can think about to understand this point. Then again after that comes hormonal control mainly regulates the metabolic activities or metabolism, that is all the life activities, whether it is digestion, whether it is respiration. Okay, all these things are regulated by hormonal control. Whereas nervous control mainly they do not regulate any metabolic activities. Okay, they simply makes us aware about the changes that occurs in our surrounding. Then, as we know that endocrine system mainly includes the glands. So we must have clear idea about what exactly we mean by this gland. Gland means it can be a cell, it can be a group of cell or a tissue, or it can be the organ, okay, which is responsible for secreting chemical substances like hormones and enzymes. Okay, glands. Then in our body there are mainly two different types of glands, endocrine gland and exocrine gland. About exocrine gland we have learned in chapter 9, in class 9 in the chapter digestion. Okay, endocrine. Now see, let us try to understand and differentiate between them, endocrine and exocrine. Endocrine are ductless gland. They do not have any pipe like structure, tube-like structure to transmit their secretion. But exocrine glands are with the duct. Okay, they have the pipe-like structure through which they can transmit their secretion. Like salivary gland has a salivary duct, okay, through which the salivary gland secretes its saliva and pours into the mouth. Then again next comes endocrine gland, mainly responsible for releasing the chemical substance called hormone, and exocrine gland mainly. Okay, next here see secrete hormone. Endocrine gland is mainly responsible for secreting the hormone, whereas the exocrine gland is responsible for releasing the enzymes, okay, which helps in digestion. Then after that comes endocrine gland, as they do not have any duct. So what they do is that for the transportation of the hormones, they pour the secretion directly into the blood, and this blood is responsible for transporting the hormones to various parts of the body wherever it is required, or to the target organ. Whereas if we talk about the exocrine gland, they are responsible for the enzymes which they release. Okay, they have the duct. Okay, the duct helps them to carry the secretion or the enzymes to the target organ. So this is about the difference between endocrine and exocrine. Now the next topic we need to discuss here is properties of hormones. Let us try to know more about the hormones. About the hormones, as we know that they are the chemical substances released by endocrine glands. Okay, let us know about their properties. Okay, the first one is that they are poured directly into the blood and transported by this blood to various parts of the body or to the target organ. Then again next, hormones are mainly responsible for regulating metabolic activities or metabolism. All the life activities are regulated by this hormone. And then next comes, they always act on the target organ which are situated away from their source of production. Okay, this also point you need to remember. Then again, chemically, these hormones may be peptide type, amine type, or steroid type. Okay, peptide type and amine type, they are both water soluble in water, whereas the steroid type are soluble in fat. Okay, fat soluble. This peptide type, the basic example is insulin, is a peptide type of hormone. Okay, and if you talk about amine type is usually adrenaline. Okay, adrenaline is a amine type of hormone. And then again comes next steroid. Okay, the hormones can be also steroid type, mainly derived from cholesterol. Okay, and they are usually fat soluble. Then you need to understand here again that these hormones are usually released in very, very less quantity. Okay, and then if the production of hormone is more than the amount which is required by the body, or if it is released in excess or in very less quantity, or in like if there is deficiency of this hormone, okay, if it is released in less quantity, in both the cases it causes the diseases. Okay, then again the hormones cannot be stored. Okay, after this activity, after being it is used, okay, it is finally excreted from the body. So this is about the hormone. Okay, now in the next video we'll discuss about the different types of endocrine glands, okay, which are included in our syllabus. We'll be learning about them. We'll be learning about their secretion, the different types of hormones they release, and their role in our body, their deficiency, and when they are released in excess, under secretion and over secretion, how many different types of diseases they cause. This also we'll discuss in the next video. In this video, this much. Thank you, students.